Yes.
Good evening, friends, from the picture. Today my topic is comparison and contrast between critic, a researcher, and a scholar. Surprisingly, while reading the text, I couldn't find that much this differences between these three persons. So I have narrowed it down. First, these three persons: critic, researcher, and a scholar. Now, nearly every student or every reader of a work of literature, I should say, is a critic of literature also. Because in a way, in one or the other way, he uses the response of feedback to the work of literature. What is a critic? So, the person who deals with primary sources of literature, that means who directly goes to the literary text and gives response to the text, he may be a critic. Whether it may be in the form of, he gives his criticism and analyzes its style, its structure, its plot, its themes, its characters, whatever the things he analyzes, it becomes the function of a critic. Contrast to that, researchers and scholars deal with primary sources as well as secondary sources also. They are insatiable readers, that's what they say. And while dealing with secondary sources, they make them as their primary sources also. That's what the argument I want to put. Because while dealing with secondary sources, that means the history or the genesis, that's what one of my friends or Lucky says. The genesis or sustained history, that's what they read. So while reading all these things, they make them those sources as their prime attention, apart from this literary text and all those things. While critic dealing with primary sources, when he deals with primary sources and his perspective becomes limited. In contrast to that, researcher and a scholar, they have wide perspective, and they have acumen and perception of a critic as well as the insight of a poet. Because their perception is more deeper. They go deep down into the text. They analyze its history, according to the things here, the race movement movement, the era in which the work is composed, the author, its psychological conditions, and all those things they analyze. Critic might be subjective or biased towards the literary work of art, but in contrast to that, researcher is expected of researcher and scholars that they become objective and they are involved as well as detached from the literary work. However, when we see the work, when we see their composition, the scientific structure that they provide them makes the work objective. What it results in is the contribution of a continuation of a human knowledge, and that's what they say in the term of Richard Ellis, that this aggregate of human knowledge that enhances human knowledge, that contributes to the literary value of the text. Now, the difference between researcher and a scholar, it's a very minute difference I have tried to observe. I don't know whether I'll be perfectly true or not. Research is based on other research, so that's what we just did also. And scholar has even though he's based on other research, he has the vivid sense of history, and that's why he has the ability to cast himself back into another age in which the work is composed. He has an ability to be the audience of that age or of that work of that work. He can see that composition in front of him, and he develops and creates a literary history in his own work. So his literary history becomes is a composition of all those things. While going back into that age, he retains his footing into the era or into the age in which he is living. Those words, this researcher and a scholar are interchangeably used. The difference is not, you might say that the difference is not in language, but the difference is that in the spirit. And you may say that the researcher is full of knowledge, but the wisdom that comes is with the scholarly achievement. And to conclude my point, I would like to say that every student or reader of literary work is a critic. But once who reads the primary work as well as secondary criticism and turn on the work, and tries to solve the problem. That's what the prime function of a researcher is. He has a problem in front of his eyes and he tries to solve that problem. So that's where the researcher work is complete. And then the person who expresses his own opinion or own point of view is a scholar. This is what I would like to say. Thank you.